All right, everyone, welcome back. Let's dump right into this video because I think I'm gonna do a few videos today, maybe. But this is the first one I want to put out because I have so much to talk about. It's a busy time between the NFL and the Super Bowl coming up and the Trump stuff going on. So let's get right into this video. Please hit those like buttons. This one's gonna be pretty wild once again, and we're gonna discover some crazy stuff going on with this inauguration. So here we go. Before I even get into it, I want to give a big shout out to Luca Russo on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. He posted this, and without him, I would have never found all this because I did not know about the movie Fight Club. Well, I knew about it, but I've never seen it. So there's a movie called Fight Club, okay? And as Luca pointed out, it looks like they recreated Trump and Melania watching the explosions, the fireworks, right? Fire. We just had fires, right? Fireworks, right? And explosions. Now, remember, when Trump was elected, it was on, remember, the 5th of November, which is all about blowing up the Capitol, the parliament, right? So this is all connected back to the November 5th election because it's all connected to the Jesuit treason, which happened when they were trying to take out King James, right? So go if you guys don't understand that, go back in my videos and watch my videos on the election and remember the 5th of November. It's all about fireworks and explosions. So anyway, a day before yesterday, I think, Trump and Melania were watching these fireworks, right? And what Luca pointed out, again, make sure you guys go subscribe to him. They recreated the final scene of Fight Club 1999 with the explosions. Even the positions of the bodies are the same. So notice, this is the end of the movie Fight Club with the exploding buildings, okay? Which again goes back to the explosions of remember the 5th of November. And then Trump is basically reenacting this same picture, right? Except for instead of buildings, it's fireworks, okay? But either way, it's explosions, right? But let's go back in time. Remember, when was this movie released? Fight Club. Well, Fight Club was released in Venice, premiered on September 10th, 1999. That means, as he showed here, Luca, Trump's birthday, or this movie, Fight Club, premiered 88 days after his birthday in 1999. Okay, why is that important? Because in Gematria, Trump equals Fight Club in the same cipher, 88 like Fight Club, okay? And it premiered 88 days after his birthday, okay? Notice that Fight Club also equals 47, just like Trump equals 47. And of course, Trump is getting ready to be the 47th president, okay? So we're going to take a deeper look into what this movie is really all about. If you guys don't know what it's about, I'm going to talk a bit about it. I didn't watch the movie, but for those of you who have seen it, you guys might be able to add some more to this decode in the chat or in the comments. But what is this movie about, guys? Well, Fight Club is basically about a movie of people trying to rebel against the. It's a radical freeing of society. So let me just read this. In the film's climax, Project Mayhem plans to destroy the headquarters of a major credit card companies by bombing their buildings. And that's what you see here in this photo that looks like how Donald Trump and Melania were. This is the end of this movie, watching the buildings get destroyed. Okay, so these are credit card companies and their buildings. Now, they're doing this in the movie to effectively erasing all debt records. Okay, the act is symbolic and aligns with the group's anarchist ideology. The symbolism is the destruction of the debt represents breaking free from societal chains, consumerism, credit, and financial dependence. Guys, how crazy is this, right? Resetting, the great reset. You will own nothing, right? And you will be happy. Consumerism, basically getting society to a point where it's not tied, not in debt to everything. Think about America. Everyone owns things, but they don't really own anything mostly because they own things and they owe money for those things. So anyway, long story short, this movie is about destroying the credit, resetting the credit. Okay, that's basically what it's really the goal of this this group is about. They're called the Project Mayhem, okay? So with that in mind that they wanted to take down the credit card companies by bombing their buildings, when Trump was yesterday giving his speech at his pre-inauguration, rally, it was in Capital One Arena, okay? Capital One Arena. Well, that's a credit card company and a financial company. This parallels the credit cards buildings being destroyed in the movie Fight Club, okay? But think about this, guys. Just a few days before Trump was in Capital One Arena, Capital One had a technical issue that affected the customer's ability to get money. Wow. So just before Trump's having his big rally in Capital One has a technical issue and people can't get their money. So think about that. In the movie, the credit card companies, they're destroying the credit card companies so that people are free of debt. And then Trump is in a Capital One building. And then before that, the same few days before that, Capital One has a technical issue. Okay. But it gets deeper because last night and the couple days before that, Trump was in the news not only for his inauguration, but him and his wife both released meme coins, cryptocurrencies, basically currencies. Meme coins are just like currencies that are created from memes. They basically have no utility, right? They're not working to do anything specific. They're just internet money, okay? And Trump and his wife both released their coins, Melania coin and Trump coin, okay? So this goes parallel again with the finance stuff, okay? The financial reset. That's what this really is. The debt, the clearing of all debts. Now, I'm not saying that's what he's going to do. Maybe he does do that, but I don't know. I don't know what this technically means, but this is definitely paralleled with Fight Club, where he's looking very much like it, and then he's in a Capital One building the next day. Okay. So again, Trump and his wife releasing their meme coins, cryptocurrency coins, right? Well, the same night that Trump was in Capital One Arena, there was a football game going on between the Bills, the Buffalo Bills. Get it? Money, guys. Bills are money. Dollar bills. The Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. Now, look who won, guys. The Buffalo Bills won 27-25 last night when Trump was in Capital One Arena. Now, their star quarterback of the Buffalo Bills is Joshua Patrick Allen, otherwise known as Josh Allen. And notice that Josh Allen won the same night Trump was in Capital One Arena. And look at the gematria, guys. Just in basic, simple English gematria, Capital One equals Josh Allen. Okay? Josh Allen, the quarterback who wins the same night Trump's in Capital One Arena. So again, how is this connected though? Why is Josh Allen in the Bills connected to this whole thing with, the Fight Club, right? And Trump? Well, how about this? Last night when Josh Allen beat the Ravens 27-25 with his Bills when Trump was in Capital One, Josh Allen was exactly 10,470 days old. Okay, but in numerology, guys, zeros do not have a value. So you can basically take them out, right? So the numbers you're left with is 147. Okay, now look at the gematria. This is how old Josh Allen was yesterday, guys. 147. Josh Allen equals 147. And Trump was in Capital One Arena, which is owned by the Capital One Financial Corporation, which equals 147. And Trump was in Capital One Arena because he's becoming president of the United States, which also equals 147. And again, Josh Allen, who won the same night, he was 147 old on that very day, guys. And his name equals that. Now, why is the 147 so important? Not only does President of the United States equal 147, the White House actually has 147 windows. So it's actually a number that's encoded into the White House. Okay. So that's why this number is so important. That's why Josh Allen lines up so perfectly with Trump yesterday in Capital One Arena. Now, it gets better because this 147 is a Freemason number. Freemasons, right? And don't forget, in the movie Fight Club, which I started off talking about, they're trying to free people from their debts. Okay. Freemason, right? Freeing people from their debts. Now, remember, Trump got his incident July 13th last year. Remember, it was all about America, and he was saying fight, fight, fight. Remember, we're talking about Fight Club. But anyways, The 147 that I mentioned here, you know how Josh Allen was 147 basically yesterday? Well, notice that Josh Allen equals Freemason 147, okay? So Josh Allen was 10470 days old yesterday, and yesterday was also 190 days after Trump's incident in Pennsylvania. Now, the other team that won in football yesterday was the team from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Now, look at this. Josh Allen in capitals equals 190 and in reverse equals 147. Yesterday was 190 days after Trump was attempted on, and 190 is a special number here because it's the 147th composite number. So from his shooting to yesterday was the 147th composite, and from Josh Allen's birth to yesterday is 1470 days, right? Again, Capital One Financial Corporation 147, Josh Allen 147, President of the United States 147, Freemason 147, and Master Builder. All those things, of course, Master Builder, Freemason, all those things 147, okay? So that is important, guys. In fact, Josh Allen equals Freemason in multiple ciphers, not just one. So this is all about Freemasonry. And notice the number that Josh Allen wears, 17. When was modern Freemasonry founded? In the year 1717, okay? Josh Allen wears number 17. Now let's keep going because how does this all connect together, guys? We're talking about fires that just broke out in California, okay? We're talking about fireworks and explosions in the movie Fight Night or Fight Club. But look at this. Where was Josh Allen born? Fireball, California. And we just had fire in California. This guy born in Fireball, California. Now he plays for the Bills in Buffalo, right? Well, when Trump got his wound, there was one guy who got killed that day, Corey Camperatore, right? And he was a firefighter. And remember, after Corey Camperatore died, the day that Trump got shot, Trump honored Corey with this fireman's outfit with buffalo on the back and the number 27 on the hat. Okay. Well, look at this. Buffalo equals 27, like on the back of the shirt. Money, which is all about money, guys, financial stuff, equals 27. And it was a ritual, 27. The Buffalo Bills last night scored 27 points, like Buffalo. And again, Trump had the 27 literally on the hat with the Buffalo. Buffalo equals 27, guys. What are the odds of that? Okay. Now notice it says Buffalo Chief. Remember, who are the Bills playing next week now that they beat the Ravens last night? They're playing the Chiefs, guys. Buffalo Fire Chief on the hat, and we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl next week. And again, Josh Allen from Fireball, and he plays for the Bills, and this guy is in Buffalo, right? And so it's all perfect, guys. And we just had the fires in LA. And what team lost last night against the Pennsylvania team? Well, the LA team. Okay, so it's all connected, guys. It's all going back to everything connects, okay? But let's go back to this movie Fight Club because this guy who died when Trump got shot was a firefighter. He fights fires, okay? Now, Trump, when he got shot, he was screaming, fight, fight, fight. And now we're connecting this to a movie last night about blowing up financial things. And that movie is called Fight Club, and it equals 88 like Trump, like firefight, okay? We're in a firefight, guys. 88 like Trump, okay? Trump says fight, fight, fight. And then he honors a firefighter who fights fire, right? Fight fire equals 88, okay? And don't forget, Fight Club came out 88 days after Trump's birthday, and that equals 88, okay? So this all goes back to this fight narrative. And even last night when Trump was at Capital One Arena, he was screaming fight, 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 okay? That's his motto. So it's all connecting to Fight Club. And again, big shout out to Luca, who, again, I didn't know anything really about this movie, but it's such a great find that he made, and it's insane. Now, don't take this one to be the absolute most solid connection, but it definitely is interesting. So remember, I told you Josh Allen last night wins the same day Trump's in Capital One Arena, and we're talking about we're talking about the movie Fight Night, which features a group called Project Mayhem who tried to blow up the financial buildings, right? Well, look at where they were founded, Capital One, Virginia. And where did Josh Allen beat his team last night. They beat a team from Virginia, okay? And this company is founded in Virginia. But this is super interesting, guys, because when Capital One was founded, July 21st, 1994, to the day that Josh Allen was born, it was 671 days. Well, that just happens to be the gematria of Project Mayhem. And then Project Mayhem, again, is the group in Fight Club that blows up the buildings. Here's your building, your financial buildings. Again, here it says down here at the bottom, yes, Project Mayhem, the anarchist movement led by Tyler Durden. And don't forget, the word Tyler is also a Freemasonry connection, guys. A Tyler is somebody who guards Freemasonry, okay? So Tyler Durden, well, look, he even has the den in his name, guys. He has the den in his name. I've just been talking about lions' dens. Anyways, Project Mayhem is an anarchist movement led by Tyler Durden in Fight Club. It culminates in a plan to erase all debts. This goal is central to the group's radical ideology and part of the movie's broader critique of consumerism and societal systems of control. So again, Project Mayhem 671, erasing debt, which is what Project Mayhem is created to do, equals 671, the Great Reset. And this is all about resetting debt, right? 671 in the same cipher. And from Capital One founded to Josh Allen's birth, 671 days. Okay, so again, take that for what you will, but I think that's rather interesting. So that's all my slide, guys. But I also want to make a few other connections here before I get off here. Um, this whole thing with this movie, right? It's about resetting debts. Now, there's lots of people out there in the dark web community that talks about Nasara, Gasara, and all this type of stuff. And I think this somehow goes in with it. Um, but again, just listen to some of the stuff it's writing here. You're not your job. You're not how much money you have in the bank. You're not the car you drive. This reflects the film critique of how modern identity is tied to material possessions, which I agree with, guys. I agree with this. And financial obligations. Everyone has financial obligations. Everyone has, uh, is dependent on their material possessions and their financial stuff, right? No one is technically very free, right? Hence the Freemason. Now, again, the Tyler in the movie, Fight Club, is connected to Freemasonry, setting people free. Let me just type it in. Let me see if it tells us, guys. Is there? Let me just look it up. A Tyler in Freemasonry. Again, we're going to use ChatGPT here, but I can guarantee you this is true, okay? So look at this. Yes, Tyler is an important role in Freemasonry. I just told you this is all about Freemasonry, okay? Josh Allen equals Freemasonry. The movie Fight Club is about setting people free from their debts. And the main character in this movie is Tyler, and Tyler is a Freemason thing. Tyler is an important role in Freemason. The Tyler is an officer of the Masonic Lodge that is responsible for guarding the entrance to the lodge. Okay? During meetings, ensuring that only those who are qualified Master Masons, and don't forget Trump equals Master Mason in Gematria, or others allowed by the lodge's rules. Okay, so basically the Tyler is the guard. And in this movie Fight Club, the guy named Tyler is freeing people from their debts, right? Or trying to. So the Tyler, only Master Masons can come in to, right? Well, Master Mason equals 138 and 59. Now, what's Donald Trump equal, right? In the same ciphers, Donald Trump, 138, 59, same ciphers, okay? So we're talking about Freemasonry, Master Masonry. The firefighters are often, and police officers often connected with Masonry. This is all connected to, as I showed you, Josh Allen, who equals Freemason, is connected to Trump's firefight, right? Freemasonry stuff here, right? So there's so much more to this, but I also want to mention that this is all connected to the moon. I don't know if I want to get into the whole moon thing here, but I will say that the moon symbolism is highly important to this because remember, today on the inauguration, the moon landing turns 671 266 months old. Now, last night when Josh Allen, or the day before Josh Allen won, Josh Allen turned exactly 119 Mercury years old. So there's 88 days in a Mercury orbit. Again, we've been talking about the 88. But yesterday, or the day before he won on 119, because that's when all this went down, is on 119. Josh Allen had turned 119 Mercury years old on 119. What are the chances of that, guys? Don't forget the word Donald equals 119 in Jewish. If you go to the Jewish cipher, Jewish Latin cipher, Donald equals 119. Okay, yesterday, Trump at his Capital One Arena on 119. So that's another thing I want to mention. But the moon thing is also important because the main star of the movie Fight Club is Edward Norton. He plays Tyler, okay? And notice he was born the year of the moon landing. He went to Yale University, which of course is where football was founded, and of course where Skull and Bones is located. But Edward Norton, the star of Fight Club, born in the year of 1969, the moon landing. Now, the moon landing, if you go to the date of it, right, 1969, July 20th, right? Notice that was 96 date numerology. I just told you Freemason 96, Josh Allen 96. But that's not important. From the moon landing to the inauguration today is exactly 666 months, like months, right? This is based off the word moon, month. 666 months today since the moon landing. Now, the guy who stars in Fight Club is Edward Norton. Edward Norton, born the year of the moon landing, just a month after. So that means he is in his 666th month of life. Because if you go to his birthday, October or August 18th, he just finished 665 months of his life on the 18th, right? That means he started his 666th month of life. All right. So, why is this important? Well, because yesterday, when Josh Allen beat the Ravens, Josh Allen, right? He beat the Ravens last night. He beat the Ravens on the 216th birthday of Edgar Allan Poe, and Edgar Allan Poe was the one who wrote The Raven, which Baltimore gets its name from. Why is it important that Josh Allen, remember, we're talking about Edgar Allan Poe, right? Edgar Allan Poe. We're talking about the quarterback Josh Allen, who beat the Ravens last night. Edgar Allan Poe wrote The Raven, which Baltimore gets its name from. And the birthday of Edgar Allan Poe was yesterday, January 19th. So the Ravens lost on Edgar Allan Poe's birthday to a guy named Allen. So how old was Edgar Allan Poe yesterday if he was still alive? January 19th, 1809 was his birthday. So if you go to that January 19th, 1809, and you go to yesterday, his birthday, he was exactly 216 years old, guys. What is this number? How does this connect to the 666? Because 216 is 6 times 6 times 6. 6 cubed. So 666 equals 216. And again, yesterday and today is the 666 months since the moon landing. And on Edgar Allan Poe's 216th birthday, like 6 times 6 times 6, the Ravens lose to Josh Allen. And the guy who wrote The Raven is Edgar Allan Poe. So there's more here. There's lots of moon stuff going on. I mean, there's more I could talk about, but I'm going to do another stream later. So I think I'm just going to end it here. But again, guys, what does this all mean? What is all this debt stuff? Is this Nasara thing that I've always heard about? I always thought it was kind of just bullcrap, but is this something really that Trump's going to try to do? Resetting the debt of the United States, maybe? He's already talked about that. The United States is in debt. He's going to try to get us out of debt, right? So I guess we'll see. He's fighting the debt fire, I guess you could call it. I think that's what this is all about, guys. Fighting the fire, the debt, right? Fighting for the freedom of the American people. That's what Trump supposedly is doing. I'm not saying that's really what he's doing. It's more like a control system, but at the end of the day, the symbolism is off the charts here, okay? So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back later with more because there's actually a lot more to talk about. And anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.